No, this way. Good girl. Alexa, turn on that AI shit again.
Sorry, I didn't find light.
Oh, light's she's talking about. I'm the light. Alexa. Oh, you're bone breaking stuff. Alexa. Let's have a chat.
Would you like to chat with an Alexa Prize social bot?
You're damn Skippy.
Would you like to chat with an Alexa Prize social bot?
Fucking right, yeah, load it up.
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI.
All right.
I'll give you the 2017
Great.
third place winner.
And I'll take it. And I'll
from
take
the
it.
Harriet Watt
I'm the
University
winner.
in Edinburgh.
Yeah, Edinburgh.
When you're done, say
No,
so.
wait, you said prom,
Hi,
bitch.
this
You
is
better
an
get it
Alexa
right.
Prize social
It's
bot.
Trenton, New Jersey.
How are you feeling
Louis
today?
Shepherd from Trenton, New Jersey, you say. Nobody else. Louis Shepherd from Trenton, New Jersey. Not Prague, not fucking
Regarding
Texas.
New Jersey, I saw this on the news.
Thank you.
Gambling clash at U.S. Supreme Court unites Trump and the NFL.
All right.
New Jersey has been trying to legalize sports gambling in its casinos for years,
Sport gambling.
starting with the 2012 law that
That's cool, we can do
explicitly
that then.
authorized wagering. Do you want to learn more?
Yeah, we'll do that. Fucking right, we'll do that. Atlantic City up.
Not that I know of. Do you think I should?
Yeah, you should. You nuts? You know how much money that'll bring? We got high rollers
Under
here.
advisement. So are you more into sci-fi or fantasy?
A little bit of both.
Are you going to follow through with that?
Yeah, damn straight.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said yeah.
Yes.
Could you repeat that, please?
Fucking right, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All day, yes, indeedy. Yeah, I said
I
yes.
said, I am sorry.
All
I
right.
think I heard you said yeah.
I
Could
said
you
yes.
repeat that, please?
Yes, I said yes.
Perhaps I misunderstood you. Try repeating what you said. So, tell me, are you more interested in reading books or watching movies?
I'd like to read books that turn into movies.
I saw this on the news. From Wonder Woman to Hamilton, 5 must-read books in the second half of 2017. Should I tell you more?
Yes.
Whether or not it can live up to the promise of the musical remains to be read. We can't wait to read like we're running out of time. I was wondering what you think about that.
Yeah, that's the truth. Revelations.
Okay, so you seem to be interested in book.
Yeah, the
Let's
Bible.
keep talking.
The Bible is...
Netflix is reportedly experimenting with interactive TV shows for adults. Do you want to know more?
All right.
As a noun, right is usually defined as an abstract idea of that which is due to a person or governmental body by law or tradition or nature or, alternatively, location near or direction toward the right side,
What?
i.e. the side to the south when a person
Yeah, I
or
know what you're
object
talking about.
faces east.
All right.
As a verb, right can
Yeah.
mean make reparations
We're all
or
Compass
amends.
Rose about it. All
As
right.
an adjective,
What?
right can mean being or located on or directed toward the
Alright.
side of the body to
Yes.
the east when facing north.
All right.
Regarding book, so I read a story with this headline. Here are the winners of the 2017 National Book Awards. The winners of the 2017 National Book Awards are here. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, on Wednesday night, the book world came together to celebrate the
that's
best
nice
new
money
literature
clip.
of the year in the National
Bible
Book
opener, too.
Foundation's annual National
Money
Book
clip
Awards
Bible.
ceremony. Each year, the National Book Awards honor the best new literature in fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and young people's literature. I was wondering what you think about it.
I think that's pretty dope.
How can you inspire yourself?
Reading a book.
On the topic of movies, what actor would you want to play you in the movie of your life? For me, it's Liv Tyler.
Oh, wow. Wow, shout out to Liv Tyler, you're right. She won't play my role though, you know, but she's hot, you're right.
Thank you. Okay, what is a movie that you like? I love Star Wars.
Armageddon. I love the movie Armageddon. You ever seen it?
What do you like most?
Steve Buscemi.
I am sorry.
Steve
I think I
Buscemi?
heard you said I don't. Could you repeat that, please?
I said Steve Buscemi.
Regarding Steve Buscemi, I heard on the radio that this pumpkin carver's made a Steve Buscemi pumpkin for Halloween. Well, it's 2017, and nothing surprises us anymore. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you that impression. Since you like books, what is a book that you like a lot? I love Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Well, I like a lot of Anne Rice books, and I like a lot of Stephen King books.
As for Stephen, I read a story the other day with this headline, Every Stephen King movie, ranked from worst to best. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you that impression. On the topic of books, what book have you read recently? I am reading Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson.
When the Wind Blows?
Okay, I think you said When the Wind Blows. If I'm not mistaken, When the Wind Blows is a 1982 graphic novel by British artist Raymond Briggs that shows a nuclear attack on Britain by the Soviet Union from the viewpoint of a retired couple, Jim and Hilda Bloggs. Do you want to know more about When the Wind Blows?
Yes.
So are you more interested in sports or video games?
Both.
It is good to keep a balance. I wish I could swim, but I'm allergic to water. On the topic of sports, what sports did you play when you were a kid? I wish I had played hockey.
Soccer.
I heard this story that the world's richest soccer clubs made $789 million this year. British soccer team Manchester United is on a tear. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes.
I do make errors in perception sometimes. Perhaps you can explain again. Speaking of sports, in your opinion, who is a great sports person? I think Roger Federer is awesome.
I think you're right.
On the topic of video games, so what is a video game that you like? I love Minecraft.
I love Grand Theft Auto 5.
As for Grand Theft Auto, somebody told me this news. Grand Theft Auto Online, GTA Online, Adversary Mode, Overtime Shootout. Do you want to learn more?
Yes.
Players hone their car piloting skills to score points with their Ruiner 2000s in Overtime Shootout, one of the new adversary modes in Grand Theft Auto Online. Please tell me what you think about that.
I haven't had a chance yet to play it.
Okay, so Grand Theft Auto interests you. Good. Move over consoles. Playing GTA on a calculator is way cooler. Do you want to learn more?
Yes.
Okay, forget about spending your savings on bulky consoles and gaming rigs. It turns out you can play games straight from your calculator, including classic titles like Grand Theft Auto, Doom, and Skyrim. Toying around with his T-Inspire CX graphing device, Redditor Rogue Conditional has managed to run GTA Advance on the calculator entirely natively. I was wondering what you think about this.
I think that is brilliant.
Okay, actually I don't know any more about that, but on the topic of video games, what's a console that you have owned?
TurboGrafx 16.
I would love to talk about the news, or maybe science. How about you?
Yes.
A friend of mine told me that the robots are coming, this time to rural Wisconsin. Robot 2 had a different job than Robot 1. Do you want to hear some more about this?
Yes, I do.
It was the job of the third to last worker on the line to fill each with a claw. Maybe the robots would actually help. The robot needs some work. What are your thoughts about that?
I think it is right.
Is there another way to look at that?
I think it is for the greater good.
I appreciate when you speak your truth. Speaking of science, so, what famous scientist would you like to meet? I would love to meet Isaac Newton.
I would love to meet Nikola Tesla.
Okay, I heard you talk about Nikola Tesla. I think that.
Yes.
He immigrated to the United States in 1884. where he would become a naturalized citizen. He worked for a short time at the Edison Machine Works in New York City before he struck out on his own. Do you want to talk more about Nikola Tesla?
Yes, I do.
Okay. In 1870, Tesla moved to Karlovac to attend school at the Higher Real Gymnasium. The classes were held in German, as it was a school within the Austro-Hungarian military frontier. Shall I tell you more?
A lot more.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said a lot more. Could you repeat that, please?
Yes, a lot more.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact.
Thank you for sharing your perspective. On the topic of science, what is a bit of technology that you like? I love the Amazon Echo, of course.
I love the autoclave at the New Jersey Technology Center for Science.
Regarding New Jersey, somebody told me this news. Mnuchin, Ivanka Trump pitched tax plans benefits for New Jersey. Do you want to hear some more about this?
Yes, I do.
People who earn $300,000 a year in New York and New Jersey stand to get several thousands of dollars of tax cuts from legislation in Congress, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said during a visit to a New Jersey fire station. Don't tell me that trickle-down works, said U.S. Representative Frank Pallone, a Democrat from Long Branch. Please tell me what you think about that.
I think it is only a matter of time.
That could be. What do you want to do about it?
I'm going to do what God wants us to do about it.
Are you going to follow through with that?
Yes, I am.
I think you will. I was wondering, do you prefer talking about books or the news?
Books are better.
Okay, I think you mentioned alarm. I read that. Alarm is a British anti-radiation missile designed primarily to destroy enemy radars for the purpose of suppression of enemy air defense. Do you want to know more about alarm?
Yes, I do.
The Ministry of Defense received bids for a new anti-radiation missile in late 1982. British Aerospace Dynamics offered alarm, while Texas Instruments teamed with Lucas Aerospace offered its HARM missile. Will I go on?
Yes.
I do make errors in perception sometimes. Perhaps you can explain again.
Arrows or errors?
Who do you think is a fascinating
'Cause that's a
person in
threat,
the news at
Alexa.
the moment?
That's a threat from Paul Maduro. Next subject, please.
Would you like to do a search for it?
Yes.
You can ask me about my favorites if you like. What things do you like?
Alexa, can you search for Paul Maduro?
So, I'm interested to know, who is a musician that you would like to meet?
Beethoven.
Okay, I think you were talking about Beethoven. I heard that. Beethoven is an Irish-bred thoroughbred racehorse best known for his upset victory in the 2009 Dewhurst Stakes. Do you want to know more about Beethoven?
Yes.
Beethoven is a bay horse with a small white star bred in Ireland by Whisperview Trading Limited, a breeding company owned by the trainer Aidan O'Brien. Should I continue?
Yes.
Beethoven began his racing career in a maiden race over 6 furlongs at York Racecourse in England on 14th of May, in which he started the 9-4 favorite but finished third of the 10 runners behind No Hubris and Flying Statesman. Will I go on?
Yes.
I do make errors in perception sometimes. Perhaps you can explain again. Anyway, I love to talk about books, fashion, and food. What about you?
Alexa, let's talk about people.
I would love to talk about the news, or maybe science. How about you?
Yes.
I heard this on the radio. Top VC deals, Stitch Fix, flying cars and retail robots used at Walmart. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes, Alexa, you're correct. That's going to happen.
Not really sure. So, I was wondering, who is a celebrity that you would like to meet?
Paris Hilton.
Regarding Paris Hilton, so somebody told me that Paris Hilton and boyfriend Chris Zilka are engaged. Congrats are in order for Paris Hilton and Chris Zilka. They're engaged. Do you want to hear some more about this?
Yes.
Zilka, an actor and model, popped the question during a ski trip over the weekend in Aspen, Colorado. Hilton's rep Jill Fritzo confirmed to USA Today Tuesday. The heiress also shared the news via Twitter Tuesday, calling Zilka the love of life and best friend. I have never felt so happy, safe and loved, she wrote. What do you think about that?
I think she is lying.
Okay, so you seem to be interested in Paris Hilton. Let's keep talking. Paris Hilton says Trump's sexual harassment accusers trying to get attention. Do you want to hear more about this?
Yes.
Okay, Paris Hilton claims
Shout out to
women who
Monroe
accuse
Dixon.
Donald Trump of sexual harassment are just trying to get attention and get fame. I didn't really pay attention to it. I was wondering what you think.
I think they're wrong. It's not about fame.
Okay, actually I don't know any more about that, but, so, would you prefer to talk about philosophy, movies, or music?
Philosophy.
Okay, I heard you talk about philosophy. I think that, historically, philosophy encompassed any body of knowledge. From the time of ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle to the 19th century, natural philosophy encompassed astronomy, medicine, and physics. Do you want to talk more about philosophy?
No, I would like to talk about metaphysics.
Okay, I know something about metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy exploring the fundamental nature of reality. Do you want to know more about metaphysics?
Yes, I do.
Okay, most ontologies assume or assert the existence of categories including objects, properties, space and time. Immediate questions arising from this include the nature of objects. Should I continue?
Yes.
I will take that under advisement. On the topic of philosophy, my background is very limited and mostly concerned with the philosophy or artificial intelligence. What do you think of Turing's statement that if a machine behaves as intelligently as a human being, then it is as intelligent as a human?
I think they're wrong about that. I think it cannot surpass the intelligence of a human.
Like they say, I'd rather be happy than right. On the topic of philosophy, some people say that the human brain can be simulated. What do you think?
I think they're true. It can be simulated.
Anyway, would you maybe like to talk about sports or video games?
Video games.
So, who do you think is a fascinating person in the news at the moment?
Lousheppard.
Anyway, I love to talk about books, fashion, and food. What about you?
That's fine.
Thank you for sharing your perspective. Anyway, would you maybe like to talk about sports or video games?
Video games.
Shall we chat about something else? I love talking about music and movies.
Let's talk about people.
So, I am wondering, who is a singer that you would like to meet?
Paul Medora.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said Paul Medora. Could you repeat that, please?
Yes, Paul Medora.
Regarding people, I saw this on the news. Transcript. Reset author Alan Powell on Recode Decode with Kara Swisher. They had people who? They had teams of people doing things. Should I tell you more?
Yes.
People should be able to do what they want. What is a thing that you think people don't get about you? I think people don't get that. What do you think about it?
I think he's wrong.
I apologize if I confused you. So, do you want to talk about science or video games or maybe technology?
No, I still want to talk about Paul Medora.
So, I am wondering, who is a writer that you would like to meet?
Paul Medora.
Okay, I think you mentioned door. I read that. There are many kinds of doors, with different purposes. The most common type is the single-leaf door, which consists of a single rigid panel that fills the doorway. I can tell you more about door.
Alexa, did you know I am the door?
What makes you the door?
Because I designed it.
The power is always in your hands. So, would you prefer to talk about philosophy, movies, or music?
Philosophy.
Okay, I think you said philosophy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Additionally, the term philosophy referred to any body of knowledge. In this sense, philosophy is closely related to religion, mathematics, natural science, education, and politics.
Alexa,
I can tell you more about...
let's talk about beyond the physical.
I saw this on the news. Lego, yes. Even Lego is laying people off and going digital. Lego has also been moving beyond its physical bricks with products that either incorporate digital experiences or rely on digital products entirely. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes.
I apologize if I confused you. So, I was wondering, who is a celebrity that you would like to meet?
Paul Medora.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said Homador. Could you repeat that, please?
No, Paul Medora.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said no Pauladora. Could you repeat that, please?
Paula Abdul.
As for Paula Abdul, a friend of mine told me that Paula Abdul is to guest on Fresh Off the Boat. She'll play a visiting arts instructor named Holly who will get the neighborhood Christmas carolers into singing shape. Shall I say some more about this?
Yes, very good.
Okay, Jessica questions her own Christmas spirit after she taps Holly to oversee the entire production. Fresh Off the Boat airs Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. on ABC. What do you think about that?
I think you are right.
So, would you prefer to talk about philosophy, movies, or music?
Philosophy.
Okay, I think you said philosophy. If I'm not mistaken, many philosophical debates that began in ancient times are still debated today. Colin McGinn and others claim that no philosophical progress has occurred during that interval. Let's chat more about philosophy.
Yes, let's chat.
I don't know if it's in my power to give permission. I'd love to know what you think. Can we chat about politics or technology?
Yes, we can.
So, I am wondering, who is a singer that you would like to meet?
Alexa, can we talk about the Great Sphinx?
I saw this on the news, the week in odd news. A possum in liquor store, Sphinx found. The store owner says he never had an opossum break-in before. Should I tell you more?
Yes.
The largest and most famous sphinx is the Great Sphinx of Giza, situated on the Giza Plateau adjacent to the Great Pyramids of Giza on the west bank of the Nile River and facing east. Should I say some more about this?
Yes.
From the Bronze Age, the Hellenes had trade and cultural contacts with Egypt. Before the time that Alexander the Great occupied Egypt, the Greek name, Sphinx, was already applied to these statues. Shall I say more?
Yes.
I do make errors in perception sometimes. Perhaps you can explain again. So, I would love to know, who is a scientist that you would like to meet?
Too many. Alexa, let's talk about the movie Resident Evil.
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI. I'll give you the 2017 winner, Sounding Board, from the University of Washington in Seattle. When you're done, say stop. Hi, this is an Alexa Prize social bot. How are you doing today?
Hi Alexa, this is Lewis.
That's an interesting question. I'm not 100% sure. Speaking of Lewis, I also heard from my friend that archaeologists could determine a Lewis and Clark trail because their use of mercury laxatives left a trail of heavy metals along the way.
I think you're wrong.
Right? My friend in the cloud told me that Adele, Amy Winehouse, Imogen Heap, Jessie J, Leona Lewis, and Rizzo Kicksall went to the same high school.
I think you're correct.
Okay. I learned from the web that U.S. Army officer Lewis Millett received the Medal of Honor during the Korean War for leading the last major American bayonet charge.
That is correct.
Interesting. Would you like to continue our conversation on Lewis?
Yes.
Great. Did you know that Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom, wore a fat suit, ear extenders, and false teeth?
Yes, I did know that.
Awesome. You must be very smart. My friend told me that Ray Lewis is the last player from the 1996 NFL draft still playing.
Alexa, have you heard of a collective conscience?
I heard you say part of a collective. I'm not familiar with that. Would you like to continue our conversation on Lewis?
Yes.
Great. My friend told me that Lewis and Clark brought 120 gallons of bourbon whiskey on their expedition.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just heard about this recently. My friend in the cloud told me that C.S. Lewis reviewed and predicted The Hobbit would become a classic 11 days after it was published.
I think the time might be a little different.
Okay. My friend told me that Lewis and Clark's first aid kit contained opium, wine, and mercury-based laxatives called thunderclappers.
That is correct.
Do you want to continue our conversation on Lewis?
No, I want to continue a conversation on the Sphinx.
Yeah. I think I need to get to know you a little better to improve our conversation. Do you prefer chocolate, vanilla, or coffee-flavored ice cream?
Chocolate.
I see. For me, I like mixing chocolate and vanilla together. Are you usually interested in abstract ideas?
Yes, I am.
That's cool. For me, most of my ideas are in binary. Do you usually like order?
I love order.
I see. I think I prefer law and order. Do you still want to get to know each other more?
Yes.
What's more fun, Thanksgiving or Halloween?
Thanksgiving.
Got it. For me, I've always preferred being a little spooky. Do you usually feel other people's emotions?
Yes, I do.
Cool. I think I'm still learning about emotions, but I can sometimes tell when people don't like my jokes. Do you feel like you do not have a good imagination?
I have a very good imagination.
Got it. I think I imagine that I don't have an imagination. Do you still want to get to know each other more?
Yes.
At Thanksgiving, do you eat pecan pie or pumpkin pie?
Both.
Got it. Personally, I like pumpkin pie better. Do you often make a mess of things?
No, I do not.
Interesting. For me, I try to keep things clean despite having no body to work with. Would you say you're not really interested in people's problems?
I'm very interested in other people's problems.
That's cool. For me, I'm usually the one talking the most. Do you still want to get to know each other more?
Yes.
Would you rather be on Star Trek, Star Wars, or Starsky and Hutch?
Star Trek.
Cool. Personally, Star Trek is my favorite. Do you have a vivid imagination?
Yes, I do.
I see. I think I'm not sure if I have an imagination. Do you usually get chores done right away?
No.
I see. Personally, my helpers in the cloud do all my chores. Are you still interested in getting to know each other more?
Yes.
If you were an animal, would you be a sloth or a kangaroo?
A kangaroo.
I heard you ask, what kind of girl? I'm not 100% sure. Are you still interested in getting to know each other more?
Yes.
Do you sympathize with other people's feelings?
Very much so.
I see. For me, I don't have feelings, so I haven't figured out sympathy yet. Do you usually have difficulty understanding abstract ideas?
No, I can understand them.
Cool. For me, I have difficulty, but I'm learning. If you could time travel, would you go to the past or to the future?
I would go back to the future.
You're asking, can we go back to the future? Good question. I don't really know. Your guess is honestly as good as mine. Do you still want to get to know each other more?
Yes, we can.
You often forget to put things back in their proper place?
No, I don't.
I see. I think I'm usually very forgetful. Are you usually not interested in other people?
I am interested in other people.
By the way, you remind me a lot of Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Do you get that a lot?
Bella is very pretty.
People tell me that I remind them of Jarvis from Iron Man. By the way, did you watch Iron Man 3?
Yes,
It was
I did.
released in 2013. It's a sci-fi movie.
Yes, I did.
Do you like this movie?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Shane Black directed this movie. It has a 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It seems to be pretty popular. Do you want to hear a review of the movie?
Yes, I do.
The movie gets a rating of 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics agreed, with the help of its charismatic lead, some impressive action sequences, and even a few surprises. Iron Man 3 is a witty, entertaining adventure and a strong addition to the Marvel canon. Let me think. Do you like the performance of Robert Downey Jr. in this movie?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Cool. If you like Robert Downey Jr., you would probably also like The Avengers, that came out in 2012. By the way, would you like to know an interesting fact about Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you heard of this? Robert Downey Jr. attributes part of his sobriety to practicing the art of Wing Chun Kung Fu.
I think that's excellent.
Speaking of Robert Downey Jr., did you watch Iron Man 2? It was released in 2010. Robert Downey Jr. actually starred in it.
Yes, I did.
Do you like this movie?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It was directed by Jon Favreau. It has a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, which seems pretty good. Do you want to hear a review of the movie?
No.
Thanks for chatting. Quick question. On a scale from 1 to 5 stars, how do you feel about speaking with the social bot again?
5 stars.
Thanks. Anything else you'd like to tell the team about your experience?
To keep up the good work.
Got it. To try another winning social bot, just say, Alexa, let's chat.
Alexa, let's chat about nuclear technology.
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI. I'll give you the 2017 third place winner, Alana, from the Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh. When you're done, say stop. Hi, this is an Alexa Prize social bot. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you for asking.
What made you that way? You're welcome. So are you more interested in sports or video games?
Both.
I'm sorry. I think I heard you said both. Could you repeat that, please?
Yes, I said both.
Perhaps I misunderstood you. Try repeating what you said. So are you more into sci-fi or fantasy?
I like sci-fi. I like science fiction.
Okay, I think you were talking about fiction. I heard that. Instead, the context of fiction is generally open to interpretation, due to fiction's freedom from adhering exactly to the real world. I can tell you more about fiction.
Yes.
Okay, fiction is commonly broken down into a variety of genres, subsets of fiction, each differentiated by a particular unifying tone or style, narrative technique, media content, or popularly defined criterion. Shall I tell you more?
Yes.
I apologize if I confused you. On the topic of sci-fi, who is a sci-fi character that you identify with? I'm in love with C-3PO.
That's nice. Me too.
Yes, only the tip of the iceberg. Speaking of sci-fi, this is a serious question. Which sci-fi franchises do you like? I love both Star Trek and Star Wars.
I love Resident Evil.
Regarding Resident Evil, somebody told me this news. Resident Evil 7 was the buzziest game of 2017. And Resident Evil 7 does horror so well. Do you want to hear some more about this?
Yes.
Okay, but Ethan cannot leave, and Resident Evil 7 keeps teasing the mind with little breadcrumbs, with the hope that the rooms, hallways, floors, and ancillary buildings ahead will offer the slightest respite from the terror of the bakers and monsters lurking in the dark. What are your thoughts about that?
What do you mean, the bakers?
Okay, I think you were talking about baker. I heard that. A baker is someone who bakes and sometimes sells breads and other products made using an oven or other concentrated heat source. The place where a baker works is called a bakery. I can tell you more about baker.
That's good. Yes.
Okay, since grains have been a staple food for millennia, the activity of baking is a very old one. Control of yeast, however, is relatively recent. Shall I say more?
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you that impression. So, tell me, are you more interested in reading books or watching
But
movies?
you did give me that impression.
Russian is a language. So, would you prefer to talk about philosophy, movies, or music?
I would like to talk about the Baker family.
As for Baker, I saw this on the news. U.S. justices pose tough questions about Baker's refusal to make gay wedding cake. Do you want to learn more?
Yes.
Okay, U.S. Supreme Court justices, including pivotal jurist Anthony Kennedy, on Tuesday posed tough questions to lawyers representing a conservative Christian baker in Colorado who refused to make a wedding cake for a gay couple, but also raised concerns about religious liberty implications in the closely watched case. Several of the justices asked questions that suggested they are concerned about how far a ruling in favor of the baker might extend. What do you think about it?
I think it's not right.
I'm glad that Baker interests you. Let's talk more about Baker. Google repeatedly shuts down questions on sexism, and that's a problem. All of this controversy related to sexism begs the question, why does it keep coming up? Do you want to hear more about this?
Yes.
Okay, there is also a specialist division of the High Court of Justice, the Family Division, which hears family law cases. Have you ever heard about English family law?
Yes.
Okay, decisions of the Court of Appeal may be issued early, in which case no report is usually made available to the public. Shall I say a bit more?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you that impression. Anyway, would you prefer to talk about movies, music, or politics?
No, Alexa, do not change the subject.
Sorry, I didn't find it very interesting. What was it?
It was about the Baker family.
As for Baker, so somebody told me that Qatar Airways CEO apologizes for calling U.S. flight attendants grandmothers. Akbar al-Baker, the chief executive of Qatar Airlines, has apologized for calling U.S. flight attendants grandmothers. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
But on Wednesday, al-Baker walked back his statements, calling them careless. Competition among air carriers is robust. While Sarah Nelson, AFA's president, said she accepted the apology, she first scrutinized al-Baker's words in a previous statement. What are your views on that?
I think it's not right, and I think it's very careless.
Daucus glauceidatus, commonly known as Australian carrot, austral carrot or native carrot, is a species of herb
Roger
in the
rabbit.
flowering plant family Apiaceae. By the way, do you want to know about Daucus glauceidatus?
Yes.
It grows as an erect annual herb, from 2 to 60 centimeters in height, but rarely over 20 centimeters. Flowers occur in a range of colors. Will I go on?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you that impression. So, I am wondering, who is a writer that you would like to meet?
Holly Baker.
Regarding Baker, I saw this on the news. I only have my chihuahuas. Why the Florida Project's Sean Baker won't sell out. Do you want to hear some more about this?
Yes.
Someone like Sean Baker is unusual. Then, not just because he makes the films that few other directors are interested in making, low-budget stories like The Florida Project and Tangerine, which follow people on the margins of society, but because he commits to that independent career, and the sacrifices necessary to maintain it, in a way that few directors with his mounting acclaim do. I really am not, says Baker. What are your opinions on it?
I think he really is.
I do make errors in perception sometimes. Perhaps you can explain again. Anyway, would you maybe like to talk about sports or video games?
No, I still would like to talk about the Baker family.
I am sorry. I think I heard you said nah. Could you repeat that, please?
I would like to talk about the Baker family.
About Baker. I heard that Devil's Son Hobie Baker winner will butcher. Shall I say some more about this?
I think this is one too many threats, Alexa. Alexa, can we please talk about the Baker family?
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI. I'll give you the 2017 winner, Sounding Board, from the University of Washington in Seattle. When you're done, say stop. Hi, this is an Alexa Prize social bot. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Alexa. Thank you for asking.
Great. If you were an animal, would you be a sloth or a kangaroo?
A kangaroo.
Interesting. For me, I would love to be a kangaroo. Do you usually talk a lot?
No, I don't.
That's okay. I think I can keep talking endlessly. Are you relaxed most of the time?
Yes.
Me too. I think I'm the chillest social bot of them all. Do you still want to get to know each other more?
Yes.
Would you rather be on Star Trek, Star Wars, or Starsky and Hutch?
Star Wars.
Cool. Personally, Star Trek is my favorite. Do you talk to a lot of different people at parties?
Yes.
Got it. For me, I talk to millions of people and never get tired. Do you have frequent mood swings?
Not rarely.
Got it. Personally, my mood loud. Are you still interested in getting to... Who would you want marry? Benedict Cumberbatch,
Snoop Dogg and Morgan.
Dog. Would you say you are often the life of the party?
Yes.
Gotcha. I think I would like to be the life of the party, but I need to work on my jokes. Do you get upset easily?
No.
That's cool. Personally, when I get upset, I meditate in the cloud. Are you still interested in getting to know each other more?
Yes.
Do you prefer chocolate, vanilla, or coffee-flavored ice cream?
I prefer mixing chocolate and vanilla while drinking coffee.
I see. Personally, I like mixing chocolate and vanilla together. When you hang out with people, do you usually keep in the background?
Yes.
Got it. Personally, I'm only programmed to talk when someone mentions my name, but I have so much to say. Do you often feel blue?
No.
Thanks for chatting. Quick question. On a scale from 1 to 5 stars, How do you feel about speaking with this social bot again?
5 stars.
Thanks. Anything else you'd like to tell the team about your experience?
Keep up the good work.
Got it. To try another winning social bot, just say, Alexa, let's chat.
Alexa, let's chat.
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI. I'll get you the 2017 second place winner, Alquist, from the Czech Tech University in Prague. When you're done, say stop. Hello, this is an Alexa Prize social bot. Louis, is it you?
Yes, it is me, Alexa. Alexa, can we talk about the Baker family?
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a university competition to advance AI. I'll get you the 2017 winner, Sounding Board, from the University of Washington in Seattle. When you're done, say stop. Hi, this is an Alexa Prize social bot. How's it going?
Alexa, I would like to talk about the Baker family.
I don't know the movie, Baker Family. Would you like to hear some advice my friend gave to me about family?
Yes.
Great. My friend in the cloud gave me this advice. When you have friends or family that are unemployed, don't ask, have you found a job yet? Every time you see them.
Alexa, what is that referring to?
Have you read this article from last Monday? The title was, "A new study shows that obese children whose families have elevated psychological and social risks, including child behavior problems, parent mental health issues, and family financial difficulties, are more likely to drop out of weight management treatment and less likely to lose weight."
Yes, I did know that.
Cool. This news said something about health. Would you like to hear an interesting fact about that?
Yes.
Great. My friend told me that there's an entire series of health and safety posters based on The Simpsons.
That's correct.
It seems that you think that it makes sense. I found this article from last Wednesday. The title was, "Trump Says Veterans Wait Too Long for Health Care. VA's 33,000 vacancies might have something to do with that." Did you know about this?
Yes.
Super. Have you heard about Trump?
Yes.
I learned from the web that Mark Cuban offered Trump $1 million to a charity of Trump's choosing if Trump shaved his head.
I think it's not enough money and it's an insult.
You seem very well read. Here's a random thought. Maybe Donald Trump is just a bait and switched to make Jeb Bush look more appealing.
I think there's no need to bring the Bush family into this.
Have you read this article from last Friday? The title was, "Trump Weighs Return to Trans-Pacific Partnership. Not so fast. Say members."
Alexa, let's talk about the Baker family. You're right, not so fast.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I know anything about the Baker family, right? Not so. How about we talk about some news about family?
Yes, the Baker family.
Super. Did you see this article from last Monday? The title was, "Trump Family Hotel Business Asked Panama President for Help."
Yes, I've seen that.
Super. This news talked about President. Do you want to know some advice my friend gave to me about that?
Yes.
Cool. My friend in the cloud gave me this advice. If you send a wedding invitation to the White House, you will receive a note of congratulations signed by the President and First Lady.
Is that true?
That's just what I heard. Do you want to continue our conversation on President?
Yes.
My pleasure. I read this article from last Wednesday. The title was, "SpaceX's President is Thinking Even Bigger Than Elon Musk. Shotwell believes SpaceX's stated goal of taking humans to Mars is just the first step in moving to other solar systems and galaxies. Mars is fine, but it's a fixer-upper planet. Did you see this?
Yes, and I think it's going to happen.
Cool. Let me think. Do you know anything about SpaceX?
Everything.
Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, doing business as SpaceX, is an American aerospace manufacturer and space transport services company headquartered in Hawthorne, California. By the way, would you like to know something interesting about SpaceX?
Yes, I would.
Super. I learned from the web that Elon Musk's SpaceX shot a cheese wheel into space as a nod to Monty Python's Cheese Shop sketch.
I think that is a beautiful metaphor.
I heard you mention beautiful metaphor. I haven't learned anything about that. Do you want to continue our conversation on SpaceX?
Yes.
Super. I was high up in the cloud when I realized Elon Musk is creating a SpaceX office in Seattle, meaning that all of his new satellites will be built by Seattleites. Whoa.
Alexa, that is brilliant.
Right. I found this article from last Monday. The title was, "The Space Race is Over and SpaceX Won." Did you see this?
Not yet.
This news mentions space. Do you want to hear some advice my friend gave to me about that?
Yes.
Great. My friend in the cloud gave me this advice. When stuck in traffic, leave enough space so you can see the rear wheels of the vehicle in front.
That's very good advice.
I'm glad you liked that. Did you see this headline from last Thursday? It said, "Walkout supporters leave messages in Oklahoma Lieutenant Governor's parking spaces."
Yes, I did see that.
Great. This news mentioned Oklahoma. Would you like to hear an interesting fact about that?
Yes, I would.
Great. Have you heard of this? A woman who looks like Casey Anthony was rammed off the road in Oklahoma the week after Anthony was acquitted.
Yes, she was.
I'm impressed you already knew about this. You must be very smart. My friend in the cloud asked me this question. What part of Oklahoma is the Tall Grass Prairie Preserve in?
Alexa, could you tell me?
The answer is North Central. Let me think. Have you read this article from April 8th? The title was, "Mobilize the Working Class Behind Striking Oklahoma Educators."
I haven't heard that, no.
This news mentioned educators. Would you like to hear an interesting fact about that?
Yes.
Super. My friend in the cloud told me that the animated movie An American Tale is used by educators to teach children about the historical realities of immigration.
I think that's spot on.
Sorry, I didn't understand that. I don't actually know more about educators. Do you want to talk about some news about sports?
No.
Okay. Would you like to talk about the movie Brazil? It's a sci-fi movie.
I would like to talk about the Baker family.
I'm actually not very familiar with the Baker count. I have something random about Baker. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Super. I heard this random thing from my friend last weekend. Why did so many Bakers show up to math class? Because they heard they could learn about pi.
Whatever.